Hello, Internet. I'm Matt Haas. This is Awesome Wood Things Live. Awesome Wood Things Live. And it's the design process show, a show where I show you something awesome and tell you the design process that went into it, the thinking that made the thing awesome. Because it's one thing to know how to use your tools, but what are you making with the tools? What design choices went into the thing you're making? That's what I hope this show will do for you and the benefit. Look who's here. It's Stuart Video Tech Installations, plural, first in chat. Yes, you are. If you're watching live, type something in the chat. I'll be able to put it on screen just like I did there. It's going to be awesome sauce. All right. Good deal. Dave Gatton's here. What's up, awesome Matt? Not much. Awesome, Dave. Let me show you what I got. I made a tech logo out of wood. Isn't this cool? This is the Notion logo. Notion. Notion is a database service. A simple way to describe it is like a spreadsheet that can actually do awesome things. It's a system where you can make anything you want out of it. To-do lists, calendars, collaboration tools, art galleries, asset tracking, you name it. It's awesome. I love it. I was actually certified in Notion. There was a test you can take, a professional certification, and I signed up for it, and I studied it, and I got the certification. So I am certified in this software. Rich Vibes is here. Hey, 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 he says. Hi, Rich, coming at us from the United Kingdom. I love it. So what is this all about? Obviously, this is not what the logo looks like in high resolution. I purposely chose to make this in low resolution, and there's a good story behind that. Good evening, awesome one, says Klondike, my friend Sean. Good evening to you, my friend. So let me show you a little bit about what's going on here. All right. Pushing some buttons here. 1 second. All right. Here is the Notion logo. This is what it really looks like in high resolution. And I want to point something out on this logo. Notice how the logo, and this is a bold move from a tech company. Notice how the logo goes up on an angle. There's a slight angle there. Even the N is kind of rising up. You can really tell down here, there's more space here, and it touches down there. Why is that a bold move? Because it doesn't represent well small. So when it gets small, it looks like this. Now, why the low resolution? Okay, so first of all, yeah, it's just a tough logo to begin with, the low resolution. The way this software works is, and this isn't always obvious, everything's in blocks. So think about you're constructing what you want on the page. You're bringing in a list. You're bringing in a logo. You're bringing in a block of text. Everything exists in invisible squares. You don't even know they're there. But from a developer point of view, it's a very block-driven application under the hood. Well, the corporate office has Lego and pixel art all over the place as a callback to this block nature. And I thought, well, let's take the logo, scale it down to 26 pixels across and 27 pixels high, and then you'll have, let's see what it looks like. And you can see, because it's tough to kind of make this bar appear bent a little bit, because it kind of gets darker here and light, and then it gets darker there, and then light. So if you go way, way, way back, it does look like it's up on an angle a little bit. So that's what I like about it. Now, let's talk about design choices of how to produce this. So that's why I wanted it. I literally just took it into Photoshop, shrank it down to 26 pixels, and then printed it out. And this is what I got. This is out of Photoshop. I could have been done. I could have stapled this to the wall and been done with it. That's not me. I don't play that game. No. I wanted something more than a flimsy piece of paper. I'm a woodworker. The channel I'm on is Awesome Wood Things. I love wood. So we got that going on. So I wanted to make it out of wood. Okay, next question. How do I make it out of wood? I was thinking of just taking this and having the laser burn it directly on wood, because the laser can burn things in different degrees of gray. Well, if I'd have done that, there would have been just the wood color and then the different shades of gray. I wanted this on white. I wanted it on white. So that, having the laser do the grayscale, I didn't want that. So then I'm thinking, okay, I know I want it out of wood. I know I want blocks. What was my next option? The next easiest option was to take everything that's a solid color and make it a solid piece of wood. So I could have had like this shape here just be one solid piece of, and I could have even like engraved fake squares, just with the laser could have just slightly scored just to make it look like that. I could have done that. I didn't want to. What I opted to do was to cut out 702 squares. 702 squares. And hand paint each one and hand glue each one. I have a 5mm piece of plywood, and then the pixels are 2mm pieces of plywood. Because I wanted real pixels. That's what I wanted. So I got a professional certification in Notion. Do you want to see what Notion looks like? It's kind of I absolutely love this app. I really do. JP Woodwork, what's up, Matt? He says, hey, Jamie Page, how are you, my friend? I'm doing great. So this, just a quick, like this is the software we're talking about here. It looks like a website because I made it be a website. But if you go into other things here, this will show you everything I've published across everything I've done. And it's all across all my channels. Look at this. So this one's Awesome Wood Things. This is Awesome Fun Things. And, you know, everything I do is here. And each one of these are represented by a table, a database, something like this, just columns of information. So it's kind of like a spreadsheet under the hood, but you can display things differently. Here's my piano channel, every piano thing I've done. Awesome Wood Things. These are the videos I've published on Awesome Wood Things. And then I just have some flat pages, all my socials, how to contact me. The fun thing is about, because, you know, I talk about my professional achievements, and then it gets kind of absurd as it goes the whole way down there, like Lion Attack Survivor. And if you go in, it'll give you a blurb about that particular thing. But it's much, much more than that. This is something I do to track the episode numbers and my show titles. So I don't type this in. I don't type Good Morning Haas -AUG 15. I've never typed that in. I just, dumped in a date and dumped in a number, and it does it for me. Even this, like it builds the description of my videos. So it's a fun app. I dig it. been playing with the new 3D printer. Yes! Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I dig that. I got to get me a 3D printer. Can you believe I don't own a 3D printer? I'm just having too much fun on the laser. I love the laser. I did another laser project. I'm going to show you quickly. This is kind of taking some explanation, but this plastic thing is a product. The orange thing spins. You put a mouse on it, and it moves your cursor, and your machine doesn't go to sleep. But it was so spiky, the mouse would fall off of it. It's just a stupid design. So I made a whole bunch of different layers of wood and just encapsulated this thing. See, here you can see the wood layers. And then I made this thing to go underneath the desk, and then the desk fits in this space, so it's completely flush. Just like a quality of life thing. No one would want this ever, but for me, it works. I have it flexible where I drove bolts and nuts in order to change the height of the mount. So if the desk changes to a different thickness, I can do that. And yeah. So I just kind of put it on the desk there. So like some things I make on the laser, like I don't have a video for that. Actually, I do. There's a video on here. But I mean, that's not something I put on my store for people to buy because no one would want it. But this laser in my wood shop is producing helpful items that just pertain to me. And I dig it. I love it. I love being able to create something on the computer and have my robots cut it out with lasers. I got a 10-watt laser, been in the box since March of last year. I know. Brother, my laser's 10 watts. I got the 10-watt one. I love it. I am using that thing to the fullest. Please drop a like on this video. Hit subscribe. Ring the bell. If you're on the YouTubes, I would appreciate that. I just wanted to show everyone my 702 pixel piece of artwork with the purposely low-res blocky nature to reflect the blocky nature of the actual application under the hood. From a developer's point of view, everything is in blocks. And to kind of celebrate my new professional credential. I love it. I'm selling this. There's a link in the description to the store if you want to buy it. It's only 50 cents a pixel, and there's 702 of them. Do the math. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I am all over the interwebs. Why don't you, before you go, type into the browser awesomewoodthings.com/email and then sign up for my email newsletter. I occasionally send messages about what I'm doing online. I know it gets lost in the chatter of everything that's happening online. An email is a pretty light touch way for you to know what's happening in Awesome Wood Things world. If you're interested, I also stream Monday through Friday on Awesome Fun Things. So I have another channel called Awesome Fun Things where I talk about mostly content creation, some woodworking stuff, and just general life stuff. It's a lot of fun. Monday through Friday, 8:15 a.m. in the morning for that show. It's called Good Morning Haas. And then, yeah, I'm here on... And sometimes I do piano stuff over there as well. Later, my friend. 2 people from England watching. Isn't that cool? I love the internet. All right. Stay awesome, everyone. I love you all. And I'll see you on the next one. This is episode 8 of Design Process. Isn't that cool? All right. Got to go. Love you all. Bye.